Welcome to Tone Wars. I'm Carrie, and that's Jarrod.
Ooh, I had my in-ears cranked.
Too loud.
I was like, you know, that's what it was. Ah!
Sorry.
It's my fault. What's up, everybody?
So we have been gone. We didn't go live last Sunday.
No, we didn't.
And what were we doing?
We were at NAMM.
Yes, we were.
Well, last Sunday we were at my brother's house, but
yeah, we were already done with the whole
we were
thing.
done.
Thank God.
we were recovering.
That's right.
That is a lot of work doing NAMM. We must have walked 10 miles a day.
Yeah, it was a lot of
easily.
walking.
I'm not kidding you. 10 miles a day. It was a lot of walking. So yeah, it was got our cardio.
I think we did it right because all of the people that, like, we stayed off campus at your brother's house. Everybody that stayed there in the hotels
got NAMM
they
thrax.
got the NAMM thrax.
Yeah, a lot of my friends are like, "Yep, got the NAMM thrax." Yep, that sucks. Oh, my cable's going bad now.
Again? I thought you ordered
so.
a new one.
Well,
you with the issues.
Yeah, never ends with me, does it?
That's right. Every day there's some new issues. You need to, like, get some sage and I don't know. You need to have some holy water.
Yeah, freaking priest to come over here.
Yes.
Oh my God. Yeah, wait till you guys see tomorrow's video. Talk about issues. Jeez. Yeah, now I'm in one speaker, so looks like I got to get a new cable. I do have one, but I just haven't plugged it in yet.
It was really nice, though, to get away for a bit and hang out with some old friends and family and his family.
Yep, it was fun.
Yep, we learned how to play Mexican Train. Haven't done that ever, and absolutely had a ball. That was so much fun. It was so much fun that I came home and bought my own set.
Yep.
I'm going to annoy all of my friends and family with it now.
Yeah, it was fun, though. It was a fun game to play. Yeah. Let me turn this fan on. So yeah, that was great. Yeah, just hanging out at my brother's house was a lot of fun too. We stayed a few extra days so I could, we can catch up with him and his wife, and we just.
Oh, we went to that Mariana Hot Springs.
Yep, Hot Springs.
An evening. That was an experience for sure.
I felt so much better afterwards. Like I had horrible knee pain from all the walking, and the next morning I woke up.
They have these natural hot springs, and so initially I'm thinking we're going to show up and go into like a mud pool kind of thing, like a hole in the earth that you got to get in, but they had the hot springs, but then they piped that water into like pools. You're good?
I found the problem, but now I got to plug it back in.
And the pools were at different degree settings. So they had like the 100-degree pool and the 101, 102, all the way up to 104. And then they had the cold plunge pool, which I did not do. It was like 55 degrees, I think.
53, I think.
53.
Yep.
Yeah, and I was a little chicken for that.
I don't blame you.
I'm just going to soak in the hot springs. But,
it wasn't all that warm that evening, so...
It was cold. The air was cold, yeah. But I would absolutely recommend to anybody.
Here we go. Now we got two speakers.
If you find some hot springs, absolutely go soak in it.
Yeah, it was nice. It was really nice.
Good for muscles. It's good for stress. Lowers your cortisol. And, like, skin felt amazing afterwards.
Yeah, it did. Felt really good. Yeah. Baby skin. So yeah, it was awesome. But we, had some good food and stuff. But the main thing is, like, NAMM was awesome. It's back for sure. Like last time we went, it was kind of weird and it was just strange. It was on life support, But this time I could tell the excitement was back and everyone was just glad to be there, and it was a lot of fun. And I got a video coming out about all of that tomorrow. I don't want to give too much away, but I'll just concentrate on what we can talk about tonight, which is basically we met a lot of great people, and it was nice to meet Will, Flux. So it was nice to meet him and hang out. I don't know if he's in the chat yet, but it was great to hang out with him for the day, and that was a lot of vigorous walking that day he had to do with us to keep up with us to do all these freaking interviews.
And he bought us a very nice needed lunch too.
That was very nice of him.
Thank you very much, Flux.
Yeah, that was awesome.
I see people saying at Flux, but
there he is.
There he is. Yep.
There he is. What's up, Flux? So yeah, we had a good time meeting him and hanging out with him for the day, and you know, saw some other friends, Aaron Short, some other people, and there was a lot of people that came up and said hello as well. People that were like people that watched the channel. So I appreciate everyone who came up and said hello. That was really cool. You know, it really was. So, and then just to get the interviews and to meet all of these amazing amp builders and gear manufacturer guys and stuff, like the Zuda guy. You know, he was cool as hell, man. He was awesome. And Luca from Red 7, meeting him. Doing an interview with Dave Friedman was awesome. And Thomas from, you know, the whole Iridium Ampex, it's blue guitar, you know, stuff. And I'm trying to think. I don't want to meet, you know, leave anybody out.
Who gave you the pedal?
What's that?
Who gave you the pedal?
Oh, Daniel. Yeah, Daniel Ringel from Lickler Audio. So it was cool hanging out with him and doing an interview with him.
Didn't you dialed in a noise for somebody?
A noise. She calls them noises. So we were invited to come over and hang out with Quilter to talk about their new digital platform, which actually is going to be really good. I was blown away at how cool it was. So that was badass. Going in their little, what do you call that thing? The Airstream?
It was an Airstream camper that they converted into a sound room.
Yeah.
They had this, what do you call that stuff? The foamy.
Yeah, the soundproofing.
Yeah, soundproofing stuff in there. They had the camera and all the equipment, and it was really cool.
It was cool. We did a whole thing with them. I have the video and I can release it, but I want to make sure with John I can.
Did you say Friedman?
We met Dave. Yeah, we talked to Dave Friedman, but I want to make sure we can talk. I got to talk to John to see if I can release that or not, because I don't know if that's.
Yeah.
There's some sort of embargo on that, so I got to check with him out of respect for them. But that thing was actually pretty cool. And we saw a lot of great guitars. I don't know if you guys saw our walkthrough today. I posted that today. And, you know, and then I'll post a video tomorrow that talks about some other things that I think you guys need to see. Yeah, some stuff happened with, I'll just leave it at that. You guys watch the video tomorrow and you'll see.
Stuff happened.
Yeah, so, yeah.
But let's just say Jarrod needed the hot spring soak.
Dude. There was, that was definitely.
I'm so glad your sister-in-law mentioned that place. Oh my gosh, it was like.
It was nice.
What was it? 25 minutes away from their house too.
Yeah, they've never been there.
Oh my gosh, if there was a hot springs 25 minutes away from my house, I think I would live there.
You'd be there at least once a week. I know you. Yes. Yeah, it was great, man. But
you want to say hello to some people?
Yeah, let's do that.
Rifston Reaper, hello.
Hey, what's happening?
Back. Steve Shaheen is here, using the NAMM player to talk about NAMM. Very fitting.
That's right. I didn't think about that, but yeah, I planned the whole thing that way. What's up, man?
Harkness is here.
Hey, Dean, what's happening?
Tom F. Hey, hey.
Hey, Tom.
Way Cool Junior 5. Ms. Carey with a K. I've been waiting 2 weeks to say this. Marshall sucks and they should be embarrassed. I saw a video where one of the main dudes at Marshall admitted that everyone brings their stuff back to Marshall to have them modded. Talking about the artist, so they admit their stuff sucks, and so their answer was, since everybody else modifies our stuff, let's do it ourselves.
That's funny.
This is just embarrassing. Marshall should change their name to We've Been Making Turds and You Keep Buying Them.
Dude, their stuff is like, I've been saying it for years, like, there's so many better takes on Marshall stuff. There's Friedman, there's Splawn, off the top of my head, I can't think of anybody else, but there's other stuff. Headfirst, you know, that they're just companies that make better versions of their amps. And they're basically just modded versions, you know. And it's like, I don't know what took them guys so long to finally go, well, everybody's modding our stuff anyways. Why don't we just do it? It's like, duh, dumbass, you know. I don't get it. I don't freak. It's almost like going to Starbucks for a coffee and they don't put any sweetener in it. They make you this latte, and then you got to go across the street to like the store and get a sugar packet or some honey or whatever and put it in there, and you're like, yeah, I'll season it myself or flavor it myself with like lavender or caramel or whatever. It's like, oh, maybe we should do that.
Lavender.
Yeah. Speaking for the women. But lavender lattes are actually, really good. But, you know, it's like, why don't, and then finally Starbucks after like 20 years is like, maybe we should do that. It's like, yeah, dummies, you know. I just don't understand why it took them that long, because their amps out of the factory, like the JCM 800, if you got to put a boost in front of it and crank the gain on the boost to get it to do what you want to do, why don't you guys just make an amp that's modded so you don't have to do that, you know? It's just so dumb. I don't understand it, you know? Good sounding amps, but it's just they missed the mark for so long on them, you know?
Let's see. Vince Salutari.
Hey, what's up, Vince?
Hope you guys had a great trip out to California.
Thank you.
And we did. Yes, we did not get to see any of the fire damaged areas.
No.
We saw some of the smoke from a distance. It kind of covered the mountains in the distance, so you know we couldn't see the horizon. It did rain for 2 days after NAMM, so I know that helped contain the fires. It didn't necessarily put them out, but it just kind of wet the ground around it so it didn't spread anymore. But yeah, we were not near it, and we did not get to see it. I was kind of hoping to get to see some of it from the air.
Just to see what it looked like, you know. I've never seen anything like that before.
But
we did see a lot of smoke one day, and there was another fire because of that. Remember, it was kind of coming over the hill behind my brother's.
lilac fire or whatever.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah.
It was close-ish.
Yeah, and the flight there was great. The flight home was actually really good as well.
Yeah.
But on the way back, as you guys know, oh, excuse me, I'm trying to stop a yawn. I'm kind of afraid of flying, and it's not my favorite thing to do. So ironically, on our way back to the airport, you know, to fly home,
yeah.
she's looking at X or I don't know. You got some sort of thing, and it said that there was a crash at you know, that whole helicopter, you know, thing that happened at what was that?
An American Airlines flight.
That was. Oh, and we're on our way to the airport.
Literally, like 15 minutes away.
And I'm not trying to make this about me at all. I mean, my heart goes out to those.
Absolutely.
Oh my God, those poor people and their families, and just oh my God, it's awful. But you know, it's like that's the last thing you want to hear if you're scared to death of flying on your way to the airport. And we didn't know, like.
At that time, like, was it a terrorist attack or was
it
just an accident?
They're gonna shut everything down. Like we were like
stuck here for.
What's gonna happen?
Yeah.
But
not that being stuck in California would be the worst thing in the world.
Yeah. Yeah.
He had rented a car. He was ready. He was ready to come home. I'm like, I'm on my way.
Yeah, I got work to do. You know, I missed a lot of work. So.
Oh, we got a lot of comments to catch up on.
But yeah, that was crazy. But we got on the plane, took a red eye home. And that was fun, and it was weird getting home after a red eye because your whole day, you're like, what day is it? And it's just weird. Sleep it all day. Yeah, it was nuts.
Raycool Junior 5 says, I was hoping for some high-gain modern monster, but no. Probably for Marshall.
Oh, yeah.
Flux is here.
Hey.
He's like, NAMM time or NAMM time. Had a blast hanging with you guys there. Hope we can do it again next year.
Hell yeah, man. I'm down.
Gabriel Mateo, Marshalls sound nice on overdrive.
Yep. Well, yeah. You boost them and crank the gain up on them. It's great, but it's funny because it's like there's all these. And I'm not saying you or anybody else here, but there's some of these guys that are tube purists, and they're like, yeah, tube amps and blah blah blah. It's like, yeah, but half your gain's coming from a pedal. Nothing wrong with that, but if you're going to be a tube purist, I mean, get a modded Marshall and get all the gain from some tubes, you know. So depends on what you like, but.
Milan Katetsky, there's a lot of hype at the moment about those small Chinese NAMM players.
Oh,
Chinese?
Oh, the little ones. Yeah, there's these little ones. I saw Anderton's do a review of that, and we totally missed the boat on those. $79 for a little teeny player, like the dime head. Plays all the NAMM captures and stuff too, and it has effects, has a editor, I think, and I'm just like, dude, what's this world coming to? I mean, it's crazy, man. It's going to be cool.
Damon Stewart, can you guys make some coffee mugs and t-shirts and hoodies for us to purchase, pretty please?
Oh, thanks for asking. You know what? I worked on a coffee mug. I got to get that store. I got a store. I have all that stuff. I just got to link it to the channel, and there was some stuff I got hung up on, and I got to finish that. But thanks
I need to just put that on my to-do list because it'll never get done over here.
Go ahead. It's all yours.
I need to put it on my to-do list.
It's all yours. We'll make it happen. Thank you. And it's just one of those things. I get hung up on something, and then I'm like, oh, I got to figure that out. And then my ADHD kicks in, and I'm on to other things. But I definitely want to get that done. Thank you.
Sven says, NAMM was
Hey.
great. Back in Hollywood up the street now. Good times.
What's going on, man?
Yeah.
Good to see you.
Let's see. Tom F. It's about 70 degrees right now. Oh, he's talking to Flux. Yep. Jim Simmons, Jarrod, did you see at NAMM the Valeton, V-A-L-E-T-O-N, GP5 NAMM player? IR loader,
Yep.
and it has effects and all the mini pedal, a small display screen.
Yeah, that's what we were just talking about. Yep, I saw it, and I'm definitely going to look into that. It's not available for purchase yet, but I mean, I'll definitely check it out when it comes out.
Steve-O, hey Tone Wars, hello, hi Steve-O.
What's going on, man?
Indy is here, hey Carrie, and almost called us Jerry.
Jerry
Yeah.
or Carrot?
Yep. I hope you had a magnificent trip to Anaheim.
Thank you, we did. Yep.
Dean Harkness, Carrie, talk Jarrod into getting a hot tub. I miss mine a lot. Hey, you don't have to twist my arm. Please. We do Tone Wars from the hot tub.
Oh yeah, that'll be
Steve coming up.
that'll be fun.
There you could write it off.
Yeah.
It's just a new YouTube scene.
Yeah, we'll be hot
Set.
tub
New
streamers.
YouTube set.
No one wants to see me in a hot tub, trust me.
Oh, Bill Allen. Hello, how are
Hey,
you?
what's going on,
Aaron
man?
Short. Yo.
Aaron, what's
we
happening?
finally meet in real life. Feels weird without the screen.
Yeah. Yeah, we got to hang out with Aaron for a bit, and it's funny, you think you'd have all this time to like finally meet people and hang out with them all day, but everyone's busy. Like,
And when we did in the evening, it was so loud and
Yeah.
crowded, and like
and you're exhausted.
you can't talk to anybody.
No.
Hi. So, no.
Yeah,
It
it's
was
like
just,
being at a club
Yeah.
because you were,
I
and
think I'm too old for that stuff.
I don't know. All I know is we were tired because
My
we.
feet hurt so bad.
Oh yeah,
If I had to
feet were
stand
killing
for
her.
another 5 minutes, I
Yeah.
was probably gonna fall over.
And there's no tables, so there's nothing available to
There's
sit at.
not
So
enough places to sit.
nope. So you're standing room only, and it's like, yeah, I've been standing and walking and running all day, up and down stairs and everything else, and
Need to like rent a restaurant that's like 10 miles away.
yeah,
Let's go meet there.
exactly.
Like a Tone Wars hang. Everybody's
Yeah.
gonna meet there
It was nuts, man.
where you could talk and
Yeah,
have space to breathe and sit.
yeah, and sit, more
Yes.
importantly.
Gabriel Mateo, in my opinion, it's better than nothing. Star Marshall. Personally, I was going in for Angle though.
Oh yeah, I wanted to meet with Engel, but they were doing appointments only. We did get up there, but Jurgen was busy, so he actually messaged me on Facebook and he said, "Yeah, maybe we could do something on Saturday," and you'll find out tomorrow why I didn't go to NAMM on Saturday. So, so yeah, I ended up not going, and I messaged him, and we're gonna meet another time. So,
Let's see, Tom F. saw the walkthrough and it was cool.
oh, cool, thank you.
Irene Griffin is here. Hi.
Hey,
hi
what's
there.
going on?
Hello to you and your family.
What's happening?
Sven Oles, so disappointed I couldn't get into the Gibson and Fender Chevelle area.
Yeah, I wanted to get in there too because I wanted to check out the Fender Towmaster people and talk to them about hopefully making that thing into a capture unit, but couldn't do it, so maybe next time.
Let's see, Aaron Short says they need to make it 4 days. I ran out of time.
Yeah.
It's so funny. He's like 4 days, and I'm like, after 2, I'm out. I'm done.
I could do 3 or 4, but
No, you couldn't.
yeah, I could.
You'd be done
I'd
after 3.
absolutely do it. I could do 3 for sure. I just need things to work properly. If things work properly, I got no problem with it. But when things ain't working, I'm done. Watch tomorrow's video.
Gabriel says, I really recommend trying Blood Moon by TC Electronics.
Blood Moon, huh? I don't to look
Flux
at.
says Daniel, is it Ringle? Is that how
Yeah.
you say it? It was so cool. Watching Jarrod interview him was awesome. The Lictor pedals and amps sound excellent.
They really do. Daniel makes some great stuff. He's very creative, and he totally gets what metal players want. And he was great, very, very nice dude. It was nice to finally meet him. And he sent me home with a King and Yellow pedal, which I will be reviewing this week. And he's going to be sending me some other stuff. I can't remember the name of the pedals, but he's got the one with the tubes in it. That's like a preamp, and then he's got the power amp. I forget the name of those, but I'm going to do a whole rig, review with those, and I'm looking forward to that. And honestly, like, I played through his preamp pedal and his that little pedal that's a power amp, and I thought I was playing through the Prometheus the whole time. I was like, dude, it sounds great. And he's like, well, actually, you're playing through these pedals here. I'm like, what? Holy crap! It sounded awesome. So
Aaron Short's making fun of you for lavender. Lavender.
Lavender.
There's a Brian, Bryan. Hello.
Hey, what's happening?
Hello. Gabriel Mateo says, don't forget to mention that the amount of power going into the amp, for example, if you plug in 120 volt, you're only getting 30 watt per speaker. On a 4x12 or 240 volt, each speaker output would be 60 to push.
That's right.
Flux says, the Zuda amp is amazing, especially if you like a lot of features in an amp. I do, so I'm really considering getting one.
Dude, that amp was freaking awesome. I can't wait. He's going to send me one to review, and I can't wait. And that dude, Buscum, is that how you say his name? Buscum? He was so cool, man. He was just a big old happy dude, and he kept trying to get us to eat the candy, the Swedish candy.
Oh, gosh. I remember. Now I know who you're talking about. He had this giant serving bowl. It was huge. Like a punch bowl full of Swedish candy. They were not wrapped.
And everyone's just reaching in there with their COVID fingers.
There was a spoon there, but you know how it goes.
Yeah.
It's like, no, really, you guys have to try it. And I'm like, that is NAMM candy right there. No, thank you.
Sorry, but nope.
Nope.
If it was first thing in the morning on the first day, maybe. But he just kept trying. He's like, you got to try the Swedish candy. I felt so bad saying no, but I'm like, I'm not eating the NAMM candy, dude.
No,
I didn't say that to him, but she's
did.
looking at me, eyes popping out, and she's like, no, don't you dare.
Because if he gets sick, I'm definitely going to be getting sick.
She gave me the mom look.
I did, didn't I?
Yeah. You haven't had dinner yet. Yeah, it's like, nope. You haven't had don't spoil your dinner. Yeah, that was funny.
Way Cool Junior 5 says, now how do we get you here to Music City? And go to Nashville.
Oh, yeah, well, we'll freaking
You know what?
go.
You find me, there was what was that restaurant that had gluten-free blueberry lemon pancakes?
Yeah.
I would go to Nashville just for those pancakes. Oh my gosh.
So, sounds like it's a plan then.
Let's see. Gabriel is talking to the Marshalls tonight.
The
Marshall
Marshalls.
is a great competitor with PV. I think Engel is a good competitor with Marshall JCM 800. At least the Engel Fireball 100 is really good.
Oh, the Fireball's amazing. I'd take that over a JCM all day.
Flux says the biggest thing that wasn't cool at NAMM was the appointment-only vibe at so many booths. Neural, Engel, ESP, JBL, etc. Yeah,
I wanted to get an appointment with the guys at Neural too, because I had some questions, and I think it would have been cool, but it is what it is, I guess. Some of these guys are just trying to just keep things all strictly business.
Yeah.
Had I known that we're appointment only, I would have reached out before we got there, but I didn't know.
I mean, I think we knew one of them was going to be appointment only, but we were actually talking about this a little earlier. I was like, next year we should make appointments with these people and have an itinerary for the day. You can talk to them as the year goes on, and
we'll definitely plan better. It's our second NAMM, and this really, honestly, it's our first one, because the first one we went to doesn't even count. That was a joke. So this is our first official NAMM, and this was more like a learning experience, and boy, did I learn some stuff.
Oh, Aaron actually said that a little farther down. He says, I think it's fine in a way. We could book appointments, too. I like when there's a public booth and private appointments as well.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yep.
Yes, we just needed to make those appointments.
Yeah, for sure.
Dean Harkness, I need to get off my ass and get my ToneX updated and up and going. I'm on the tail end of being just burned out and stepped away from everything for a while.
I hear you, dude. I hear you. That's how I felt last Saturday.
Gabriel says, if you like chugging the E string, the 6th one, you'll probably love the Fireball 100 angle.
Oh yeah, it's a good amp.
Mike Nash, hi. Are there more people here now that football season is basically over?
I hope so.
Ah.
I hope so.
Aaron Short, I wish I could have seen the new Fender stuff, but they were showing upcoming releases as well, so it was private.
Yep.
Tom F., I was the one saying what no live premiere on the walkthrough.
Oh, that was you. Okay.
Gabriel, also there are demons following me here in Toronto. I cannot wait to learn drop C. Flux, Carrie, thank you so much for pointing out Casey to me. Have ever seen an older man turn so fast into a 14-year-old girl seeing Elvis? That was awesome. I was missing you guys and NAMM the next day.
Oh yeah, we missed you too, man.
Oh, Casey's the singer from
Musician's
Mansion. You know, and the next day, was it the next day or later that day when it was the next day.
We met Ricky.
We met Ricky
Thrash.
Ricky Thrash, the bass player from, well, he was on Music Mansion, but
Yeah.
he was in the cover.
He was in, I always forget the name of that band, with Satchel and Steel Panther.
Steel Panther,
Yeah.
yeah.
So it was funny because we were talking to Chris from ToneX, and then Ricky walks up and he's like probably, I don't know, 15 feet away, and he's looking over at us, and I was like,
I'm like, Jarrod, we know him.
yeah,
I just saw him
and I was like,
on
that's Ricky.
Musician's Mansion.
And then Chris is like, oh, excuse me, I got to go talk to Ricky for a second. I'm like, all right. So I let them talk for a few minutes, and we had to go. So I went over and just tapped Chris on the shoulder. And
Just
I'm like,
to say goodbye.
yeah, I'm like, hey, sorry to interrupt. We got to get back to my brother's house. It's been a long day, blah, blah, blah. And then Ricky looks at me, and he goes, hey, you got a YouTube channel, right?
And
I'm
both
like,
of us were like,
what? He's like, I'm like, yeah. And he's like, dude, I'm one of your subscribers. He goes, I love your freaking impressions.
you're
They're
hilarious. Yeah, he's like, I like you. You're hilarious. Right? So we had a little chat, took some pictures, and as we walked away, we were both like, we just met Ricky.
Oh my God.
It was the funniest thing. We're so dumb.
I know.
No.
Yeah, I was like, hey, we're fans of you. And he's like, oh, really? He's like, oh, did you see that show? And I'm like, yeah, you were awesome on there. And we just went back and forth and talked and stuff. And he was super cool. Like,
Very
really
easy to talk to.
Yeah.
Super down to earth.
Yeah.
Absolutely. I was trying to get a candid shot of you guys talking too,
Yeah.
and not a posed like,
Yeah.
you know,
Yeah.
which I got. I got
Yeah.
the posed one,
Yep.
but Ricky saw me, so he's like doing the face.
Yeah. He's got this persona that's kind of funny.
Yeah.
Yeah, and he's huge. He's like freaking 1,000. You know, he's like
6 foot, 1,000
yeah,
inches.
Yeah,
he's
he's
big dude.
huge, man. So, but it was fun talking to him. I mean, he's a super nice guy. Like, if you ever see him, like, say hello. He's really cool.
Yeah,
So,
like his socials and stuff. He's got some really funny stuff on his
Yeah.
Facebook page.
yeah, he's
and
funny.
lots of little spoofy videos. And
Yeah.
I sent you the one where he plays the bass, like the most popular lines in some songs, and you can duet with him. I sent that link to you.
When did
Like
you send
you were-
that?
This past week.
Oh,
Yeah, so you can play over top, you know, and do like
that's
duet
cool.
and send it back.
he's a really talented guy, man.
That's all the music that you love from the 80s.
Yeah, pretty much. That's how I grew up, man. So that was fun meeting him, and we met so many people, man. It was just awesome. And I guess I missed Petrucci. He was there. And,
Oh, was he?
Yeah, I missed
what
it.
day was he there?
I think he was there on Friday or Saturday, one of the 2 days, and I'm like so bummed I missed it.
CS is here, evening nammers.
What's happening, man? What's going on?
Damon Stewart, can you turn the fan back on?
Yeah,
Damon Stewart, do you guys like Panos Arvantis?
I've never even heard of.
Panos Arvantis.
I have no idea what that is. Sorry.
James 23031976. Hi from Belgium.
Hey.
Hi from Michigan.
Hi from Michigan. What's going on,
the
man?
United States. We have El Jefe. Good morning from Australia. Oh, good morning,
wow.
Australia.
Good morning, sir.
Buck Wild.
Buck wow.
Greetings, y'all. Chatting about NAMM. Did you hear or see anything from Diesel, specifically the VH4 Mini? Anything? Been waiting for it for a while. Cheers.
Good evening. Trying to remember because that would have been at the BAD booth. I don't remember seeing anything. I know they had the VHX or the VX, whatever the hell that thing is. Their crazy amp with all the effects and everything. I don't remember seeing anything else from them there. But they had the Synergy stuff. They had the Fortin modules that they're going to be releasing soon, which I think will be a big hit. Mm-hmm. And then, of course, honestly, the biggest thing at NAMM, in my opinion, was the Friedman Jose modded amp. I mean, how do you top that? I mean, it's such a great idea, and it's about time. And I just love how Dave is. He's got the actual blueprints, schematics, everything. He's got the plans, and who better to do that than Dave Friedman? So he's got all that stuff and did it, and then he's paying homage to the family, and they're also getting proceeds from it. So he's just being super cool about the whole thing, and everybody gets to enjoy like a Jose mod that you can't get anymore, but now you can because he's given you the legit Jose mod in one of his amps, which I think that's just so badass. It's just going to be amazing. So he's actually going to send me one when they come out, which completely blew me away, and I can't wait. So, yeah, keep your eye on the channel for that, because I will be demoing the living daylights out of that thing. That's the sound of my youth, is that amp. You know, it really is. I grew up listening to every song on the radio was a modded Marshall back then, so it's going to be killer.
Gabriel says, I've seen in the NAMM, Ibanez came out with this sweet-looking guitar that's a yellow. New releases for 2025. He says, I'm trying to see the Ibanez Iron Label Series guitar that sounds super nice and looks really dark.
Yeah, they have some new guitars that they released, and I wish we would have spent more time at their booth, but they do have some new guitars that are supposed to be really affordable and amazing. So, yeah, can't wait to see those.
Aaron Short's making fun of us about the candy. He knows that we double dipped it. we sure did, because you ate it and got NAMM.
Yeah, that's right.
Jared said you're
Joke's
sick.
on you. Right. I hope you're feeling better, dude.
Yeah. And never mind. Never mind. Brian says that's why I didn't go. Probably NAMM back when we were talking about that.
Oh, yeah.
Aaron Short excited for the next QC firmware.
Yep, that'll be nice.
El Jefe, so much new gear at NAMM, but not so much new original heavy music.
I know, it's crazy, isn't it?
Gabriel, I've seen this neat looking amp, the Marshall Code 5 Digital. It's so cheap and affordable. I'm looking at this one too.
Oh yeah? Hey man, let us know how you like it.
Nice name. James 230-31976. Best angle for me is the Marty Friedman edition. Oh
yeah, the Marty Friedman. A lot of people love that, the Inferno.
Jim's Music Journey. Hello.
Hey, what's up, man?
Says glad you had a good time at NAMM.
Thank you.
Flux, there's the new video series. Jarrod plays with Ricky to songs you know. There you go. You should totally do it. It'd be fun. Gabriel, which type of cabinet speakers do you like? The greenbacks that Marshall uses, mostly vintage 30s and Celestion 5. I would like to try them each with different pickups. I use Seymour Duncan Invaders.
Well, I like a lot of different speakers, but I always come back to vintage 30s, the Mesa version of those. And to me, the best cab I've ever played through is a Mesa. It's a Mesa with V30s, man. They just work, you know. So that's what I usually go to. I do stray, but I always come back to those.
Sven says, did you guys catch Anika Pei, P-A-I, Pei? Just Pei. An 11-year-old female guitar player hauled ass. It's a new world out there. My days of moving the needle back and forth onto the vinyl to learn licks are long gone. You are not wrong about that.
Yeah, we did not catch her, so I wish we would have. There's a lot of people I wanted to catch.
We were schlepping around trying to get interviews, for real. Like,
yeah.
we didn't... Well, we had to listen to some Mexican band while we were trying to get our street tacos.
That was funny. It was like... the same.
What's that?
Boom, over and I'm just like, oh.
For like 45 minutes. Same thing.
The same thing, but it was a different song. And it's just like, do you guys know anything else?
My eyes were crossing. I was ready. I hate repetitive.
Yeah,
Like
and
alarms,
you were going nuts.
all of the things.
Dude, I'm not kidding you. It was like, to be a guitar player in that band, it was like all you needed to know was one chord. And
Flux saw the worst of both of us at that point. Flux is trying to buy us a nice lunch. My eyes twitching.
She's going cross-eyed on us.
Jarrod's plates getting blown in his face because it was so windy.
It was so windy. Good times.
I know.
Do you want to wear your tacos or eat them? I don't know. Let's do 50-50.
Oh, God.
Yeah.
Jim's music journey. This is Jim Coleman. Changed the name. Hope I didn't bum you when I sent you a message about the audio at NAMM.
Oh, no, not at all. No, and I'll cover.
As long as you were nice about it.
No, I'll cover that tomorrow. And like I will say, and I've already said because I recorded the video already, I just got to edit it. But yeah, I don't mind when people tell me like, hey, there's an issue with the audio, or give me a heads up or whatever. That stuff doesn't bother me because if it's true, it's true. What I hated was all the douchebags that came in there and said, oh, amateur hour, and oh, you should use a lav mic and blah, blah, blah. It's just like, dude, if watch tomorrow's video, you'll know what happened. But it was, yeah, we had some major malfunctions, and that's why I pulled the videos down. And I don't want to give too much away, but yeah, that stuff really pissed me off when some of the people that were just being disrespectful. Because I look at it this way: if I'm about to enter the room and I got broccoli in my teeth, and you tell me, I'm not going to get mad at you. Like, thanks for telling me I got broccoli in my teeth. But
we're just humans.
Yeah, but if somebody says, hey, you got broccoli in your teeth, hey,
you're a turd.
Yeah, you're a turd. You're not going to have any teeth.
Flux says, truck driver Sean told me that the guitarist from my favorite band, Evergrey, was at NAMM, so I spent the rest of Thursday walking around looking for him, and he never found him.
Oh,
I'm sorry.
Man.
Oh, Damon likes Evergrey. Way Cool Jr. It's called Pancake Pantry. You found it! Oh, Screenshot, gluten-free. Blueberry lemon pancake. Oh, God, they were I still dream about those. I have a picture that pops up in my memories of my pancakes from that place.
Oh, my God. You need to get out more.
I think it had like a little goat cheese, like sweetened goat cheese and lemon zest. And oh, gosh.
Yeah, good times.
I'm coming to Nashville. Gabriel says, I like to try slash I can't say that word. El Nico too, and DiMarzio pickups. El Nicos. Jim's music journey. I can't wait to see those Jose Friedman video.
I can't wait to play through that amp, man. I think it's going to be awesome. It's going to be brutal. Thunderfoot power. What's happening?
Are Asian guitars going to go through the ceiling because of these tariffs?
I don't know.
And Mexican.
I have no idea. That whole thing, I have no idea. It's one of those wait and see things.
We're playing a game of chess right now.
Yeah, well, here's the thing. I don't buy into all the hype and the negative stuff that's being said about anything, because it's like you get all worked up over it and then it's nothing or whatever. I'll just worry about it when it happens. There's nothing I could do about it anyway, so we'll just see what happens, yeah, I mean, we'll bitch if we need to later, and if we don't, then we won't.
Maybe we'll have Social Security back someday.
Yeah, exactly. Well, the thing is, though, is like there's all how the media is. All they're just trying to do is get everybody riled up.
It's their jobs.
Yeah, because instead of telling us the truth, they'd rather just piss everyone off and get everybody talking, and they make money off the clicks. So I'm not going to give them that,
Flux, Jarrod, I'm so glad we got to hang with Richard Mazza. He's an awesome and talented guy. And he introduced me to Leo from Diesel, who co-designed the VHX. Leo helped me deal with an issue with my VHX.
Oh, cool, man. Cool. Yeah, Richard was awesome, man. In fact, the gear he used to record NAMM and do all his stuff this year, I'm definitely gonna get for next year.
Alabama Digger.
Hey.
A huge, accurate ToneX Friedman Jose pack would be sick.
Oh, dude. Wouldn't it? I could probably retire off of that.
Yeah. Fox says that band at lunch was really loud too. Whoever mixed them put the band right in your face.
Dude,
it was eardrum thumping and not in a good way. Wrong crowd too. Yeah, you are not wrong.
For an hour, this is what we heard.
Are you live?
What chord was it?
All
That's
of their
all
songs.
it was. Every song.
Yes.
It's like, dude, do you know anything else? No, I don't need to. That's what I figured.
At first, it was kind of cool, like, oh, it's a mariachi band, whatever they were. While
But
we're
after
getting
like
Mexican
5
food,
songs, you're like,
45 minutes later.
it's like hearing a comedian tell the same joke over and over again. It's like, okay, it was funny the first 2 times. Now, you're just annoying.
Oh, gosh. Let's see. Gabriel, I have this new outlook on life. I think it's cool. Check this out. Us guitarists, should we know to keep practicing even when you don't like it? Begin with time to practice guitar like a campaign. Yep,
No, you really do.
Schedule it. Even it's more about discipline than it is about motivation.
It really is, because you know, I've had opportunities where, oh, I could play this thing, or I got to do this, you know, whatever, and if I'm not practiced up for it, now I can't do that thing, you know. So it's always good to stay prepared, you know, and it's always good to keep your chops up anyways, and keeping that
I think
rhythm.
It's also good to have a planned break, a tiny
it is.
hiatus.
Yep, I had mine last week when we were gone. I haven't touched my guitar until yesterday. So, but yeah, it's nice to stay in that rhythm of practice though, where it's just like, this is what I do. And I get busy in the summer, and there's mornings where it's like, I got 20 minutes while I'm drinking my coffee to freaking run over my stuff and just do some whatever with a metronome, and that's all I got
Lucky
today.
for you, you have a heated coffee mug.
Yes, I do. Wonder who got me that.
I don't know.
Yeah, somebody.
Some chick.
Yeah, some chick.
Some chick did. Thunderfoot Power says most of this guitar stuff is from over there, to be honest. Yeah.
Yep.
Flux, I'm really excited to see you demo the Zuda. Trying to decipher that amp in the midst of NAMM was impossible. Can't wait to see you unpack all the features.
Same here, man. There's a lot that amp offers, and I think that he did a great job designing it. And he has a huge engineering background, and he designed studio, like pro boards and, you know, all that kind of stuff for studio. So he's got that mentality that he put into the amp.
Zuda is the Swedish candy
Yeah,
guy?
yep, and he did a great job. There's a lot of cool stuff in that
Zuda
amp.
sounds like Namthrax candy. I can try to remember that though. Jim's music journey. Those new Revv cabinets are awesome. You need a few behind you. Oh, those were so cool.
They were
with the
cool.
live screens. Yeah.
$2,500 though. Like,
they're gonna have to send one.
yeah, we're gonna have to sell our souls, but if I could get one, I would. They're freaking cool, man. Run a great company.
Says, whenever you feel hope is lost, is time to bear with. Knowing your campaign is nice to never give up and finish it.
That's true, man. Just stick
Shred
with it.
Flintstone. Why are
Hey.
diesel amps so expensive? Like a Herbert Grand more than an Ingalls Savage, etc.
Well, for one thing, diesels and Ingalls are really cheap in Europe, but over here they're a lot more money. They're about $1,000 more. So, yeah, it's, you know, it's the same though. Our stuff's really expensive over there. So, yeah, I mean they're high-end amps, you know, but getting them over in Europe would probably be the way to go.
Gabriel says, I like using elixirs. They're so slinky.
Oh, I've never played those. I always use the, what am I using? The Paradigms. But man, my fingers, the calluses kind of went away while we were gone. And I practiced
It was the hot springs.
Yeah, hot tubs are bad for calluses. They melt them away. So like I got to practicing yesterday and this morning, and man, my index finger, oh, it's just painful to play right now. It hurts so bad. I'm like, oh man.
All right, we're caught up. You want to play something?
Yeah, yeah. Now that I've just said I'm in a lot of pain, why not? So let me start out with something simple. I'm gonna suck tonight because I literally did not play for over a week. So there's my excuse.
He's probably gonna play the best he's ever played.
Nope, guaranteed it's not gonna happen. All right, here we go. we go.
And we're
There's
back.
a bunch for you.
That was a lot.
Yeah, well,
You missed playing.
well, I did miss playing, and it's like I was telling you when I was warming up. I was like, dude, I miss doing this. I didn't do it for a whole week. It was nice to be able to, you know, get back to playing my guitars again. Man, my finger hurts like hell, though. It really does, man. Oh, I'm writing this new solo that has a big old, you know, note in the beginning of it, and and it just, you got to dig into it, and it hurts.
Well, beauty is pain.
Yeah, pain is beauty. Yep.
Jim Simmons, how are you?
Hey, what's happening?
Is it THU or is it THU? A try. I got THU Essentials for free a few weeks ago, and the Rig Player 6505 amp sim sounds great.
Oh.
I don't know, the THU.
The Rig Player THU. I've never heard of that. I'll have to, can you screenshot that? I'll have to look it up. Thank you. I'll have to, yeah, I'll try anything once.
Well, most anything.
Yeah, there are things I will not try.
If it's good for him, he will not.
Yeah, that's how it works.
Shred Flintstone. I mean, why is a Diesel Herbie a grand more expensive than an Ingle Savage?
I'm not sure. I really don't know. That's a good question. I mean, it's more wattage, but I don't know if it's $1,000 more wattage.
Don't need you.
Is that what I sound like?
Yeah, of course.
Oh, amazing.
Tony Krosick running late.
Hey.
First snow here on the west coast of Vancouver.
Oh, man.
Yeah, happy Sunday, everyone.
Good to see you, man. Thanks for being here.
Don't complain about the snow. It's been like 5 degrees here. Everything's covered in ice and you can't drive anywhere.
It's crazy, man. It's crazy.
Dean Harkness. Wait, I think we're missing Ben. Mesa sucks. They are what started the fires in California and the Billy Joel song. Okay, now it feels normal.
That's funny.
Right. Gabriel, I never thought about using a metronome. I really need to try them.
Dude, it's something I evaded my whole life until a couple of years ago. And it's not something I liked to do.
See, right?
Yeah. It's not something I liked
guitar.
to do at first because it's humbling. But I just had to get over myself and realize it's just me. I'm just in the room by myself doing this.
Often.
What, humble
Get over
myself?
yourself.
No, you get over. So
It's amazing what happens when
Yeah,
you get over yourself.
yeah, you get better at things. So like I literally was like, this, you know, I suck, and I'm just the only thing I can do about it is get better, and the only way to get better is to use the damn metronome. So you got to give yourself at least 3 to 5 days with it. And I'm not saying you, but I had to. I'll just use myself as an example. And all of a sudden I started getting cleaner, more precise. And I'm like, you know what? This is actually good for me, you know? So, and after a while you're playing faster than ever and cleaner than ever. And you're like, okay, I get it now. This is actually a good thing. And especially when you're trying to work out a part and you're like, oh, how many notes can I fit into this run? Well, the metronome will tell you that, you know?
Shred Flintstone says brutal.
Brutal. Thank you, sir.
Jim Simmons, Jarrod, the tone from the NAMM player sounds great.
Oh, dude, this is my Badlander captures that I did. So they're available on the website. These things sound incredible. The feel is amazing, so you can get them on my website. I don't even think I sell them for that much money. Like, it's probably less than $10. So you can get them on the website, and they're amazing. This player is awesome. It really is. I love this thing.
Gabriel says, major, minor, pentatonic, or sevenths arpeggio. I like majors a little bit, but I'm loving most minor scales and voices, and dominant like D, dominant for metal solos when things get smooth and swing near G minor.
G
Major,
yeah.
minor.
Yeah.
Big G little M.
Yeah, G little m. No, I that's the one thing I don't know is like what key is this song in? Like, I don't know. I think it's A.
Jarrod plays by ear.
I play by ear. Everything,
by ear.
all of my solos are written with trial and error, and you don't want to be here during the writing
Repetition.
sessions because it
And
is.
no, you don't.
It is ugly.
Brutal.
She actually heard me working out a solo a couple years ago,
I'm out.
and the look on her face was like it was almost like I farted or something. It was like, what the? Almost like she lost faith in me. Like. That's the guy I sit next to every Sunday. Like, ew. And like, I gave you the ick, didn't I?
That's true.
It's the way I write though. Everything is like, well, all right, so this solo's in the key of I don't have any idea. So I just start searching for things, and then I do my typical crap because I'm comfortable with it, and then I go, okay, I know where I'm at now. Now I'll start changing it up and come up with stuff that's not my typical stuff, and then I start writing outside of that. And they're just like you're searching, you're prospecting riffs.
Jarrodisms.
Yeah, my prospecting riffs, and then I try not to use those too much because then you get repetitive. But yeah.
Oh, there it is.
And that's why a lot of times my solos will start on one note because that was my note I found that worked. And I'm like, okay, there it is. All right, and I just build off of that, and it's a thing. So
Irene Griffin, sounding great.
thank you.
Tony is talking to Dean. Tom F has got a jet. He left during your marathon.
He picked a good time to go.
Jim Simmons is talking to Irene. Let's see. Ooh, and then my phone just went to commercial.
Yeah.
My phone's having a commercial break.
Let me make
Uno
a couple
momento.
pennies, will you?
Skip.
Yeah.
All right. Where did we go? All right. Brad Shimke. Did I
Hey,
miss
what's up,
anybody
man?
After that? No. Okay, yeah. Brad Shimke. What's up, Carrie and Dr. Chugs, MD?
What's up,
Dr.
man?
Chugs, doctor. Thought I felt an earthquake shaking my peaches? And it was just the doctor asserting dominance a few miles away.
What's going on, dude?
You're on the edge there, Brad Shimke. You're teetering on the ledge.
Good old Brad.
Alabama Digger, if you forever had to only play through one of your amps, modelers, or profilers, what would it be?
If I only, what was that again?
If you forever had to only play through one.
You guys are gonna hate me for this. I've had this question many times, and the more I think about it, the more I'm sure of what my answer would be. And honestly, it would be the Spark. It really would, because with the Spark, I can actually practice
the Spark
to my.
Is his practice amp.
Yeah, it's my practice amp, and I get to practice all my backing tracks and all that kind of stuff through it. And I can't do that with anything else that I have here. And that's one of the pieces of gear that if it died, I would buy another one immediately. It's just a very handy tool. I use it every day. Well, it's a couple $100. You know, I mean, it's a great piece of gear, and I really enjoy playing through it because, again, I can play through all my backing tracks. I mean, playing through amps is fun. Don't get me wrong, but I have to play to some backing tracks after a while. Otherwise, it just gets boring. You know, you can't write to nothing. So. That's what I would, if I had to pick anything to have forever, it would be the Spark. And is it better than my amps as far as how it sounds? No, but I mean, it sounds good enough for me to enjoy. It sounds actually really good. And like I said, I can play it through with my backing tracks and everything, and I can write, practice, metronome, tune, whatever I need. So that's honestly what I would do. I know it sounds weird, but...
Flux says, Jarrod, Tone Junkie mentioned that Line 6 could just integrate the NAMM player into their next Helix and bypass the problem of creating capturing. What do you think?
I think that's great. In fact, when I interviewed Steve Arrington from NAMM, and he said the same thing. He's like, I asked him, I said, are you cool with other platforms using your tech? He's like, absolutely. It's open source. So if they want to, you know, make a digital platform that will literally play my captures in there, fine, I don't care. And I honestly think that's the way people should go, because the NAMM captures are absolutely phenomenal. They are so damn accurate. So you can't go wrong with them.
Michael Stewart is here. Hola.
Hey, what's up, Michael?
Greg Tribolato finally made a live one on a rainy day.
What's going on, dude? Is it still raining out there?
Let's see. Gabriel, yeah, Mesa sounds proper. Jim Simmons, Jarrod, Steve from Boston uses THU on his live stream on Saturdays at 7.
Oh, okay. I always wondered what he played through. That's what it is. Okay.
Dean Harkness, Arnold roasts Jarrod about his little girl finger hurting. Good one.
Oh, you got a boo-boo on your little finger. Oh, sissy, come on. No pain, no gain. You must play through it, sissy.
I love it. Thank you, Dean. Mr. XTXO, hola.
Hey, what's up, man?
And I cannot read, it looks like Spanish, but nope, can't read it.
Sorry.
Hi.
Is there a translation thing?
I don't see a
Oh.
click to transcribe, but I see XFX3 and products, NAMM.
Sorry.
He says something about, hola, I'm writing in Spanish because I don't speak English. I don't know what Tango Una Duda is. I got some of it there, but...
Hopefully it's nothing bad.
Right.
He just ordered a missile strike on a small continent.
I know.
She said the thing.
Anybody speak Spanish, feel free to translate that,
Yeah,
and Jarrod will answer.
That would be great.
Way Cool Junior 5, Mr. Jarrod with the J. Try out String Joy strings, handmade right here in Nash, Vegas.
Oh.
I've tried them all, and they're my favorites. Like my daddy always used to say, there is a butt for every seat.
There's a butt for every seat. There's a jack for every Jill.
Greg says, Tribolato, how was CA? $30 parking for 20 minutes?
Oh, dude, parking.
We actually, I mean, we got the cheapest parking for our situation.
Yeah.
You thought that it was, holy crap, that we had to
Yeah.
pay so much, but it was actually
It's
not
the cheapest.
bad.
It was 60 bucks with tip.
Yeah.
So, yeah, every
And it
time
was
we parked.
valet, so we
was
didn't
valet.
have to walk 6 miles
Yeah.
and do
It was
the-
fine. Once you get over it, you're just like, whatever, it is what it is. But the parking that I paid at
And
the
we
airport.
learned the whole car alarm situation.
Yeah, so
we
that was better.
corrected that so we didn't
Yeah.
embarrass ourselves.
Yeah, that was fun last time. So yeah, but in all for the whole trip, I paid over $500 in parking though. Good times, including the airport.
The airport parking, yeah.
Dude, I was so
That was
mad.
painful.
That's probably why
Happy
they don't have an
Valentine's
attendant.
Day.
Yeah.
It's parking.
If they had an attendant there, I would have yanked that attendant out of their booth and been like,
Rebel
what?
Rocks is here. Synergy has a new lunchbox amp out? Question
Yes,
mark?
they do. Yep, it's on my walkthrough. You can see it in there. Yep. What's going on, man?
Gabriel, trust me, you can use those voicings in drop C. Those riffs sound good. Learning C major minor can help you practice on standard E. When drop C, you can see it if you use those voices.
Gotcha. Good to know, man.
Indy, there was a booth with fart pedals at NAMM.
I wish I would. I saw it afterwards, and I wish I would have went to that booth. That's hilarious. The fart pedal. I want to get one of those so bad. Last time I checked, it was like $500 though. I'm like, oh no. I could fart myself for free. I don't need to pay $500 for it.
You got a friend that's pretty good at it too.
I do. I wish, you know, it'd be cool is if you could put your own farts in it. I know a guy I could call and be like, hey dude, load me up. Send me some stuff. I need a variety.
Mike
would be
Nash
funny.
says you're right, Jarrod. That Jose Arredondo amp
Yeah.
is straight bucket list.
It's going to be on everyone's bucket list. I mean, it really is. I mean, if you don't buy that amp, you're crazy. You know, it's just it's a must-have amp. And I asked Dave, too, I said, so is this going to be a limited run? He said, no, it's going to come out in phases, though. He's like, I can't release, you know, 1 billion amps all at once. But he said, I'll do several runs of them, and we'll see how it goes. So.
Alabama Digger says, laugh out loud, the stereo fart pedal upgrade has sounds of both cheeks.
That would be amazing. Hell, we have stereo farts. You can get a dry one over here and a juicy one over there and combine them.
Michael Stewart, did you meet or watch Fluff play?
No, I walked right by Fluff, but in the Marshall area, but he was kind of tied up talking to people, so I didn't want to be one of those guys, so we just kind of kept moving.
Oh, Dean, you're so right. He says, I can tell you two had a great time. You seem refreshed, and it is coming across.
Oh, good.
Yeah, I needed a break. I needed a break.
Yeah. Well, we had a really good time, like after NAMM as well. We had
Yeah.
4 days. with my brother and his
Yes.
wife, and we just
Yeah.
chilled.
We did all the things. We went
Yeah.
shopping. We went sightseeing. We went to the beach. Went to the hot springs. Ate some good food.
They had this
played
long
games.
boardwalk,
Yeah.
and we went on that. Got some, and then we
the
all
coffee shops.
Yeah, so we did the coffee shop every morning. We'd go, let's go to some crazy, wacky coffee place.
Only in California.
Yeah.
Mom and pop, new startups, whatever.
Yeah, no
Didn't wanna
Starbucks.
go Starbucks. Yeah.
Yeah.
That was so neat. We met a lot. We met a couple nice,
Yeah.
individuals and
cool.
Yeah.
Yep.
Absolutely. Bought
It
a
was fun.
$60 hoodie.
Yeah. Yep.
I found a hoodie at one of our favorite coffee shops that my daughter would love, and there was no price, and I'm like, it's probably like $40-$45,
Yeah.
like all hoodies, whatever, and I bring it up there, he rings it up, and it was like $62.30. I was like,
Oh.
I was too embarrassed to be like, no thank you.
Yeah. So she bought it.
She's got a $60 hoodie now.
Yep. But the coffee was amazing.
It really was. It was this Christmas flavor that got so popular they decided to keep it. So
Yeah.
it was like a latte,
Burnt marshmallow.
burnt marshmallow,
Toasted marshmallow latte.
but it had like rosemary in it for like the piney Christmas woody taste.
It was
and
good.
It's a little vanilla and I don't
Yeah.
know, but and then so they put the marshmallow on top, like squeezed it out like frosting, and then he had a torch and he toasted the marshmallow ring around the top.
around the rim. Yeah.
Yeah,
It was awesome.
Freaking delicious.
I felt like a girl drinking it, but
It
whatever.
was like a 7 out of 10 on the sweet factor, and he's not wrong. It was pretty sweet.
but not too sweet though.
No, I mean, you did need to chew gum after I had like sugar.
Oh,
mouth,
when you
but-
go to Big B, everything that is there is
Yeah.
way too sweet.
Too
so
sweet,
I
yeah.
thought it was good,
Mr. X, he says, sorry for not commenting in English. Thank you.
Oh,
My
that's all right.
question is simple. I'm about to buy a Fractal X. Is NAMM a competent alternative? Greetings from Madrid, Spain. Oh, greetings.
Hey, greetings, dude. Well, here's the thing. The NAMM player that I'm using right now does have effects, but it doesn't even have close to what the Fractal has. I mean, a Fractal X, is that the effects unit? So somebody remind me if that's what it is. If it is, the Fractal is going to be superior to it regarding effects for sure, because Fractal's got some of the best effects out there when it comes to digital platforms. I mean, they really do. They're pretty much unmatched. But as far as the captures go and like all that, I think it's subjective, I mean, some people prefer captures, some people prefer models. It really comes down to what you like,
I'm sorry.
What?
When we were talking about the fart pedals, Revolution is my name goes wet, dry, wet. I'm laughing my head.
Wet, dry, wet rig. That'd be the perfect wet, dry, wet rig.
Dean Harkness, like, damn, I'm back in 7th grade.
Wet, dry, wet rig.
Everybody's just laughing. Andy says C major fart is the best.
That's hilarious. A wet, dry, wet rig for real.
Profiling your parts.
Profiling your farts. Yeah, NAMM captures are the best for farts. They
That's
just,
hilarious.
you can even smell them. That's how good they are.
Wet, dry, wet. Greg Trivolato, I forgot to tell you to go to Heritage Barbecue. It's really great. You would have loved it. I will send you a link to them. Really good.
Oh, thanks, man.
Gabriel says, have you ever tried resampling the tune onto a DAW VSTI like FL Studio? I believe you can reese with it and make nice songs like dupe step and stuff.
Dubstep? Oh, no, I have never tried that.
Alabama Digger, Digitech whammy fart up to 5 octaves of fart.
That would be funny. Harmony farts.
Greg, drop B fart.
That
We're
would be
stuck
funny.
on the farts.
We're stuck on we're dudes. You mentioned farts around guys.
Well, that
we
was
all turned
funny
into
for a moment
5-year-olds.
there. That was great.
Yeah. Wet, dry, wet rig.
Okay. Well, it's 8:23. Do you want to play a couple songs?
Yeah, I
You
should
guys
do
can
one
get
more.
Your last comments and questions in, and we'll try to be out around 8:30.
Yeah, because I got to fart. All right, 1 second. Here we go.
right, we're back.
There we go. Couple more. Man, my finger hurts.
Yeah.
It does, man. My finger's shredded right now.
Greg Turbolato, if you're not careful, you may like a drop F fart. Whammy farts.
Whammy farts.
Mr. X.
Oh, dude.
Alabama Dinger says, I'll change the subject. You should upload a track and let us jam to it and feature some uploads of it you like on the live. We have done that.
We've done that in the past. We called it Community Jam, and you know what?
Yeah.
I should do
one
that.
You want to release?
Yeah, I should do that. The one I just did would be good, but it's drop tuned. I should probably do something in standard. But yeah, I'll see what I can do. I'll announce it next week. Can you remind me of that next week? We'll announce it next week, and then we'll make it happen. Community jams are always fun.
Dean Harkness, tonight has been the best in a while. Yes, it has. I want to thank all of you for acting like kids. Seriously, I've had a blast and laughed a lot. Cheers, everyone. Same.
Thanks for acting like children.
Sometimes you just need a break. You got to step away for a minute and
just be a child.
Yeah.
Yeah, I get it, man. No, thanks again for joining us, everybody. Appreciate it. And tune in tomorrow for tomorrow's, video about 2025 NAMM. I'll tell you all about what happened. So, hope you guys enjoy that. So, but yeah, thanks for tuning in tonight. Appreciate it. It was good being back with you guys. Missed doing this. And I have videos I got to do this week. I got a wah pedal I got to do. I got to do the Licklerm King in Yellow, and I don't know, some other stuff. So we'll see what happens. Anyways, guys, well, thanks again for hanging out with us. Appreciate it very much. And I want to thank everyone who's been getting, excuse me, the capture packs as well. I really appreciate that. So, like I always say, every day's a gift.
And thanks for spending part of your gift with us. Have a great week, and we'll see you back next Sunday.
You got it. Thanks, guys. God bless you all. We will see you all very soon. Have